What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of What's Up with Austin. I hope everybody is doing well. I hope everybody is staying safe out there and just has had a good month so far in July. But I know it's been extremely hot. I don't know about where you're from, but where I'm from, it was like 107 degrees Saturday. So, that's unusual around here in South Carolina, but it's been hot. So but hey, trying to stay cool as much as possible. I'm just glad I'm not an AC because them AC units are working triple time to try to keep your house cool. But anyway, I hope everybody's doing well and having a good day. Hope you are having a good day. I know this episode was kind of spontaneous. Really didn't probably promote it out enough like I normally do, but I didn't have nothing going on today, and people have been asking me, man, when are you going to do another episode? When are you going to do another episode? And I was like, well, maybe we'll make some time and do one today because normally we do this on Wednesdays. We don't do it on Mondays, so this is kind of different. But here we are on Monday, July 28th. So here we are. All right, let's check a few of these comments and see who we have tuning in. Let's scroll up to the top. All right, we got Penny. Hello, Penny. Now, look, I want to throw this out there to everybody that's watching about Penny. Penny has never missed an episode of What's Up with Austin. Never, never. She has never missed one. So thank you so much, Penny, all the way from Ottawa, Ontario, Canada. Thank you so much. Hey, Miss Judy Fields. I will see you this weekend. Absolutely. My good friend Mona. Hey, Mona. Miss you. Love you. Good to see you on here. Hope everybody's doing very well. My lovely fiance is watching. Cassidy Chapman's watching, ladies and gentlemen. We got Tracy watching from Williamson, South Carolina. You're not far. You're just right down the road. Thank you so much for tuning in. Who else we got watching? We got Michelle tuning in. We got my friend Matthew. No, it was about nine. Well, with the heat index, they said it was 107. So I don't know. I don't know. Who knows? Who else we got tuning in? Thank you, Matthew, for tuning in. I really appreciate it. Oh, Penny, thank you. You like the shirt. Thank you. Thank you. I love this shirt. We got Judy Locke. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you, guys. We got so many other people tuning in. Thank y'all so much for tuning in. I really appreciate it very much. Don't forget, be sure to like and comment and share all across your social media pages. We really appreciate it to get more people on here and more people following the show. If you're watching on YouTube tonight, if you haven't already, please subscribe. I'd really appreciate that very much. Make sure you like and subscribe. Like and subscribe. So like on Facebook, like on YouTube, subscribe on the YouTube channel. Make sure you like and follow us on social media. We really appreciate that very much. So thank you guys for tuning in. I really appreciate it. So I want to say this. If you're watching on Facebook, the Austin Urban Entertainer page, go ahead. Like I said, give us a like, give us a follow. Really appreciate that. You can also go follow me on Instagram, Austin Urban Entertainment. Like I said, if you're watching on YouTube, subscribe and follow us on What's Up with Austin YouTube channel. I really appreciate that very much. Also, scrolling at the bottom of the screen, we'll have this on and off throughout the show. Tips are not required, but they are appreciated for the show tonight because, like I always say, and some of the viewers that's on here, we've had this conversation before, but it ain't free to do all this work, but it's a lot. It's a lot of work, but I enjoy it and it entertains you guys. But I really appreciate everybody that's over the years that I've been doing this show that's given generous tips. I really appreciate it very much. But all that is below, and I think it's in the comments as well, where you can send a tip if you would like to. It's not required, but if you'd like to, there you have an option. So. But again, thank y'all so much for tuning in. We got a few more comments here. See what my good friend Danny Dale is watching. What's up, brother? Hope you're doing well. Good to see you, man. Good to see you on here. All right. Well, let's jump on into the show and let's have some fun. So what's been up with Austin? We always do a little segment with what's up with Austin. Really, I've enjoyed having I guess you could say, kind of the past 2 weeks off. My group Ever Presence, which y'all know who that is, me, my good friend Nick Murphy, and Dwight Bozeman. We did a gospel concert, not this past Sunday morning, but the Sunday prior. I think it was the 20th. But I was home all that week and was able to enjoy, and then we got to do that on Sunday, and then all last week, and then My sister decided to give Cassidy and I a wedding shower, which some of the viewers that are on here watching were there. So thank y'all so much for coming. And so we had a wedding shower out in this heat. So it was crazy, man. It was hot, but it was crazy. But I really appreciate everybody who came out for the wedding shower. Really, really meant a lot. Really appreciate it very much as well. So, but just been chilling, you know, enjoying myself and trying to get, I guess you could say, normal life stuff. I'm pretty sure my two guests tonight know what I mean by that. Normal life stuff, trying to get everything taken care of, traveling as much as I do, your vehicles get a lot of wear and tear. So trying to get all that done and personal things. So I've been busy, but doing normal life stuff instead of, my job, what I do every weekend. So, but that's what's been going on with me. So life's been great. God is good, and I can't complain about none of that. So it's been great. So let's talk about a few things that we have coming up. And I might be a little slow tonight on here because one of my guests tonight, Taylor Vaden, he also uses the same program I use, and they constantly keep updating. So I'm relearning everything again. So it happens like every week, I think. But let's talk about a few things we got coming up. So let me take this banner off so we can see. All right, we got the 20th Big E Fest. Literally, it's happening this weekend, and it's going to be great. I'm excited. My good friend, Ultimate Champion David Lee, is going to be a part of it with me, and I was fortunate enough. I think, Lord, if my brain is right, I think it was 2021, or it might have been 2020. I don't know. It was 2021, I think. I was fortunate enough. I won this competition, and I am a champion for the Big E Fest. But it's going to be a lot of fun. It's in Mount Airy, Georgia, at the high school auditorium there. And it's August the 1st through the 3rd. So it starts this Friday and ends on Sunday. And I think David and I are performing every day. And then we got other entertainers that's going to be performing with us throughout the weekend and in the shows as well. I think our good friend Greg Galloway is going to be performing. And I think Eric Schneider, somebody I haven't seen in a while, is going to be performing as well. And then David's lovely wife, Miss Tara Kay, I believe, is performing, and who knows who else. So it's just going to be an all-around good event. We're going to not only do Elvis, David and I and several other artists are going to do a country show where I'll be doing Josh Turner. David's going to be doing his tribute to Conway. And then Sunday, when you got Austin Irby and David Lee around, you got to have a gospel concert because that's something him and I love to do. So we're going to be doing that as well on Sunday. So come see us at the Big E Fest. You can go to bigefest.com to find out all the information you need to know. And we hope to see you there this weekend. Something else I want to talk about. Yes, I am competing in the Last Chance contest in Memphis in just a few weeks. And yes, I'm a nervous wreck. For any of my ETA brothers that are watching or on here or whoever that has tried to compete in an ultimate contest, it's a lot of stress and a lot of work. And probably ever since I signed up for this contest, I have literally been working my butt off to try to get back into the ropes of the contest state of mind. And so we're going to be doing that on August the 7th at Roosters Blues House in Memphis. I think the first round of the contest, the semifinals or preliminaries or whatever you want to call it, is at 3 p.m. And then I think they're doing a second round as well. I'm not quite sure. And then they're doing the finals at 7 o'clock that night. So it's going to be a lot of fun. I'm there to have fun. We're there to have a good time. And all my ETA brothers that are in it, I wish all of them the best of luck. Wish them all the best of luck because, we all feel the same thing. There's a lot of nerves and stuff that goes into this. But I'm praying really hard and hoping that God will allow me to get that last spot in the ultimate this year. The last time I qualified for the ultimate was 2018. So it's been a while. So I want to kind of get back into the ropes of that. So on August the 7th, everybody that's watching, if you don't mind sending up a prayer for old Austin Irby, I'd really appreciate it very much because I know I'm definitely going to need it because it's going to be a good contest. That's all I'm going to say. So, but I will be there and you will be there as well supporting everybody. So I hope to see everybody in Memphis during Elvis Week because I'll be there not only for this, I'll be there for some other stuff as well. All right. Next thing on the agenda, right after Elvis Week, we're doing a 10-day show run at Milltown Players, which is in Pelzer, South Carolina, which a lot of people I think on here have seen me perform there before. And I think last year we did a Christmas run there of a show called Blue Christmas that Milltown Players put together for us. And it's a great venue. Pelzer's a great town. Will Ragland is the director there, and he is absolutely amazing and one of the best guys probably I've worked for when it comes to working in theaters, but he's amazing. But this show is going to be awesome. It's called Rockahula. We start on August 21st and go through the 31st. We got 10 shows. I think we got 3 days dark, and sometimes we do 2 shows a day. So get your tickets now. I know probably about 5 or 6 shows are already completely sold out. So get yours, because I will say when we did our 9-day Christmas run last year, we sold them all out. So get your tickets as fast as possible. You can go to milltownplayers.org or search them on social media, or you can also find that stuff on my page as well. So I love to see y'all at Pelzer for Milltown Players. Next thing on the list, I'm excited for this too. This is going to be a lot of fun. This is September the 13th. We did this show last year, the Ultimate Elvis concert, with my two of my great friends, my brother from another mother, Cody Deonath, who's an ultimate champion, and my very, very good friend that I've known for a long time, Alex Mitchell. We're going to be down at the Summers Corner Performing Arts Center again in Summersville, South Carolina, September the 13th. Showtime's at 7. We had a sold-out crowd last year, and this year is going to be probably bigger. So we're excited for this and can't wait to do this show. You can go to CodyUltimateElvis.com, CodyUltimateElvis.com, to get your tickets for this show. And I will say this, they are very limited. So come see us in Somerville. I know we appreciate it very much. So another show that has not been announced until right now, we haven't announced this yet, or at least I haven't, but you guys know about this show. It's called Elvis: A Live Rockumentary. It's the author and the writer of the show. She's also an actress in the show. Vicky Gantz is the director and everything of this rockumentary. And I've been fortunate enough to do this rockumentary. I think this will be my 4th time. It's a lot of fun. It's a lot of work, but it is a lot of fun. And the story is so amazing because the story comes from a fan. The fan is telling her story and what she saw Elvis do. And it's cool that I get to recreate what she saw. So it is absolutely, absolutely amazing. And that is October the 10th in Percyville, if I'm saying that right. I'm probably not, but Percyville, Virginia. I know it's like an hour and a half from Chambersburg, Pennsylvania, so it's not far from the Pennsylvania line. But we're going to be at the Franklin Parks Art Center, and that's going to be October the 10th on a Friday night at 7 p.m. Myself, Vicky Gantz, and the Spinouts Tribute Band. It's going to be amazing. It's a lot of fun. It's a great show. If you've never seen us do it and you live in the area or you want to travel, come on, because we'd love to see you there, because it's an amazing show. So hope to see y'all in Virginia on October the 10th. All right, next thing. This is one thing we want to emphasize and really talk about. This is an amazing festival that happens every year, and my brother Donnie Mosley and I do this festival. We've been doing it. This will be our 3rd year, I think 3rd year, yeah. And our company is called Carolina's Tribute Festivals, and we present a festival called the Carolina's Tribute to the King and Legends Festival. And we've changed venues again. We just hadn't really found our permanent home, and but hopefully we have found that now, I hope. But it's going to be October the 30th to November the 2nd at the Comfort Inn there in Hickory, North Carolina. Hickory, North Carolina, beautiful place. And Donnie Moses is going to be there. I'm going to be there. Alex Mitchell, Matt Cordell, and Arnold Davidson. So it's going to be a jam-packed weekend full of variety of music. Not only Elvis, you're going to hear country. You're going to hear, I don't know, Tom Jones. You're going to hear Hank Williams Jr., Waylon Jennings. I mean, Buddy Holly, Jason Aldean. You're going to hear a wide variety of stuff, not only Elvis. So if you love music in general, then you're going to love this festival. So go to CarolinaSTributeFest.com. CarolinaSTributeFest.com. It's right there on the screen. Find out all the information you need to know, hotel information, where to purchase your tickets, what you need to do. Everything is on there. So go get those today. We'd really, really appreciate that. I'm not sure if we have put single tickets on sale yet. I don't think we have. I think we just have the all event passes on sale. But the single general admission show tickets should be on sale within the next month or month and a half, probably. I'm thinking. But you can go get your all event passes, and look, it's probably one of the cheapest events out there. So go and check us out at carolinastributefest.com. And while you're at it, follow us on Facebook, Carolina's Tribute Festivals. Follow us on Facebook. We really want to grow up our Facebook page. So please go and follow us on that, Carolina's Tribute Festivals. We really appreciate that very, very much. Well, this is something that I look forward to every year as well. And I think a lot of people look forward to it as well. This event has grown tremendously over the past several years. I mean, this is our, you might as well say, sixth year of doing this. And last year was kind of new for us and all the people who's watching, you know what I mean? We was at a brand new venue, and we're there again. And this is our new home. This is our new home. We had to upgrade because we was running out of space. And man, I'm excited for this year's fan retreat. We got the Austin Derby Fan Retreat 2026. They're on sale now. The all access passes are on sale now. We have superstar passes and we have star passes. So go and check those out and read what the difference is. So make sure you get the superstar pass, because that's the best one to get. But it's March the 12th through the 15th, 2026, Pigeon Forge, Tennessee, Black Fox Lodge. Of course, I'll be there, but also Jimmy Holmes, Jesse Aaron, Jacob Roman, Donnie Mosley, Finley Watkins, Riley Jenkins, Taylor Vaden, who's one of our guests tonight, Nick Murphy, Dwight Bozeman, and I will say there is a question mark on that flyer, but that question mark has been filled. But I will not announce who that is until the contract is signed. So they're kind of waiting on me on that. But I'm pretty sure everybody that's ever been to my fan retreat, you know who that spot's for. I'm pretty sure. So there's really no need to keep a secret, but business point, you kind of have to. But it's a great event. We always look forward to it. And it ends on my birthday. So what a way to celebrate, right? So come check us out at the 2026 Austin Derby Fan Retreat. You can go to austinderbyentertainment.com, austinderbyentertainment.com. Click on the Austin Derby Fan Retreat tab and find out everything you need to know about the Austin Derby Fan Retreat. Also, everybody that's coming to the fan retreat, this has not been released until today. So if you're watching this live right now and you have already bought your passes for the Austin Derby Fan Retreat, or you're considering it or going to, hotel rooms are available now to book. Hotel rate is $129, which is the same as last year. Nothing has changed. The hotel rate includes a breakfast buffet every day, so you get tickets for that every day. And just call. You can call them or you can do it on my website. So best way to do it is to book now. Visit austinderbyentertainment.com. Click on the Austin Derby Fan Retreat tab. Scroll all the way to the bottom of that page. Everything you need to know about the hotels on there. The phone number if you want to call, or you can book it online. There's a link there as well. Also, the group code is right there on the screen for you also. And all of my fan retreat people, everybody that's going or have already signed up, is basically what I'm saying. You will be receiving an email within the next day or so with information as well about hotel stuff if you did not see it on here live tonight. So you can book your hotel rooms now for the Austin Derby Fan Retreat. All right. This is something that nobody knows about, I don't think, except Cassidy and I and some of our family members. But we have a YouTube channel called Couples Compass, and we do travel videos, vlogs, challenges, a whole bunch of cool stuff. You can search us on YouTube, Couples Compass, and type in our name, Austin and Cassidy. And we've got a few videos on there, but not a lot. We're growing slowly but surely. We try to post every chance we get, but I'm so busy we 90% of the time forget. But we got some cool videos on there, some challenges we've done, some travel videos and some vlogs. So go check us out, Couples Compass. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. I know we really, really appreciate that a lot. So subscribe, like, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. I know we appreciate that a lot. So go check out Couples Compass. We have a lot of fun on that. All right. Enough of me blabbering. Enough of me talking. It's time to get a guest on here. What do you think? I think it's time for a guest. I think it's time. So the first guy we're going to get on the screen here with us tonight is a good friend of mine. Him and I have known each other since 2012. I would say 2012. And we do an event every year down in Valdosta, Georgia for Actos, which is an Alzheimer's Association. Actos stands for Alzheimer's Caregiver Timeout. It's a great association. We love doing this event every year, and we have a lot of fun doing this show. So I'm excited to finally get him on the show, and y'all are gonna love him. You're gonna love him. So without further ado, hold on. He's got to have some intro music. Let's see what we got. Like, yeah, gotta have. Without further ado, Cole Tucker.
Hey,
What's happening, brother?
what's going on? How y'all?
How you like the music? Music's kind of cool, right?
I can't hear no music. Is it
Oh,
fun?
you didn't hear the music? It
I
was
didn't hear
cool.
the
It sounded good. I
It was
promise. I
cool?
promise. It
I'll
sounded
take
good.
your word for it.
Okay, I know. Oh man, I'm so glad to have you on the show, man. Welcome to the show. This is your first. Is this your first time being on the show physically?
Yeah, I think so.
I think so. I think so. Yeah. So I'm excited to have you on. I'm pretty sure some of my viewers know who you are from seeing videos and stuff of you and I together. But I will say this: he is a ventriloquist, and he is absolutely amazing at what he does. And we're going to talk more about that tonight, especially for those that's very unfamiliar with what a ventriloquist is. So let's kind of start from there by explaining what exactly ventriloquism entails and kind of what drew you to wanting to be a ventriloquist.
Yeah, so ventriloquism is basically, I always got it confused when I was a kid. I always saw the Muppets, but what I have are what we call puppets, which I don't know what the difference is really. I know the Muppets were behind us, behind like a screen, and you just had the puppet. It would just be the puppet. It wouldn't be a person with it. Well, ventriloquist
Right.
talks and does whatever they want to do without moving the lips. So what that does is they call it throwing your voice. So you're not technically throwing your voice because it's still coming from you, but you
Right.
make the illusion appear like you're throwing your voice. It looks like it's coming from the hand. So that's basically what ventriloquism is. I honestly got into it. One of the coolest things, the coolest ventriloquist I ever saw was my inspiration was Terry Fayer. I know I've talked about him to you, so I've told you stories about him several times. I was probably 8 or 9 years old. I was probably 8 by then because I started like doing shows, I think, when I was 9. So
Right.
I was 8 years old, and my uncle showed me the video. I don't know if he had just won AGT or it had been like a year or so after he had won, and he filmed his first show like live in Las Vegas, and it was that video. And anyways, it was neat. It was the coolest thing in the world to me. I don't know why. I've always loved like the old music, like I mean, just not even just Elvis, not I'm talking just the classics, and that's what he's saying. And so I would try to do it. I would like Louis Armstrong, and that was really one of them where I got started, and I would try so hard. I'm telling you, Austin, I would try so hard to master it. Like when I was a kid, dude, I was terrible when I first started. You guys think about it, it was terrible. I was like, I mean, man, it was like I would sit there and I'd try to move, I try to do it this like this,
Right.
or I'd be moving my lips and stuff like that. And eventually, one day, it just clicked, and I took like I studied it. Like I've never had such a when I get onto something, when I'm interested in something, I just go all the way in, and that's what I did when I
Right.
was a kid. Went all the way in.
Right.
And I would try to sing the songs like Terry did. I memorized that entire script. I can still remember some of the jokes that he had in that show just because I watched it so much. And so that's
Right.
where I got my inspiration from. And I started got my first puppet when I was probably 9 years old. Around Christmas, and it was a girl puppet. Well, when you get to a certain age, your voice kind of drops a little bit. You start
That's
sounding like
true.
Josh Turner, and you can't really do the female voices like you used to be able to do. So I still got her though. I still got her. You know, that's always been my first character, I guess you could say.
Right.
But yeah, man, it's been a part of my life for forever. I mean, you know, since I was 9, I'm still doing it now. I don't do it near as much as I did because you know, full time with the funeral home and everything, which kind of takes up a lot of time. But and that's another weird thing about me. I'm a funeral director, embalmer, but I'm also a ventriloquist. So
Yeah.
I get a lot of jokes from that. I'm not going to say any of them just for, you know, decency, but if you think about it, you'll figure it out eventually.
Right.
But
Right.
but yeah, so that's kind of where I got inspired was Mr. Terry. He was awesome. I mean, he's still
That's
awesome.
awesome.
He's one of the greatest there is.
Absolutely.
So,
Absolutely. So here's something that you and I have talked about this before, but I think this is a really cool question for the viewers. But how do you develop the distinct personalities and voices for each of your puppets? And do they ever kind of surprise you with their own ideas?
yeah. So I've got several different ones, and I'll be honest with you, not all of their personalities have fully developed. Like even my personality, I haven't fully developed. You know, it's like
Right.
I feel like I mean I know I try to be, you know, I'm always silly, you know, goofy. I'm the one that's always
Yeah.
cracking
Yeah.
jokes and stuff. But you know,
Right.
as far as the characters, the way I come up with them, I do it by the way they look. Like
Okay.
you know, like the Grandpa Johnny Lee, for instance. You know,
Right.
he's an older gentleman. He's you know he kind of talks sure in a real. Here, I'll show you. Hang on.
Yeah.
So
Where's he
this is
at? I want to see
Grandpa
him.
Johnny Lee. So
There he is.
so just by looking at this guy, I mean, and you know, but automatically what I assume is he's a cranky old man that's fed up with everybody. He's lived on this earth for so long that he's just
Right.
tired and
Yeah.
real cranky. And he kind of, you know, he kind of gets a little bit in the higher range of things. 94 years old and still looking good, son.
Yes, you
You
are.
wish you looked like that when you get this age. Yeah, I know, Grandpa. The eyebrows are still going for me too, and hey, I still kept my hair, so that's good. You might not have any when you get this age. I might not, Grandpa, but he's very, you know, just quirky. I mean, just
Right.
funny, and you know, he's old school. He gives you the old wisdom. So as far as you know, developing the characters, he's pretty well developed in you know what I wanted him to be.
Right.
So I just you know I go by the look of it, and now the personalities they might change. Grandpa may you know he may be maybe you know wanting just sitting there bashing me the whole time and telling me I'm a youngster and I don't know what I'm doing to you know I really want to help you in this life. I know a lot. I've got a lot of wisdom. So I take that and that's a you know a big trait with Grandpa Johnny
Mhm.
Lee. So
That's cool. That's cool, man.
yeah.
So beyond the technical skill of making, like the puppet appear to speak, what do you think is the most important element in creating a truly engaging ventriloquist act? Because I know you put your heart and soul in what you do.
You know, I I got to see. So I was just kind of a little backstory. So I actually won Terry Fader's scholarship to the convention,
Right.
and
Right.
so we were able to go see him live at a show that he did. Now it was not his typical Vegas show, but here recently I
Right.
got to go see him live, and that was the neatest thing ever. It was just so captivating. See, I've always you have different styles, you know, of what people do. You know, Jeff Dunham's more one of those that he's just it's like comedy. I mean, it's funny. It's back to
Right.
back to back to back. And I mean,
Right.
he's really good. I mean, I love him to death. I've met him, you know, several times too, and you know, he's a great guy, real smart guy. And but one of the things that you know I like is almost a story. I like to be able to tell a story, and I like to be able to connect with people when I'm coming up with a show or whatever. Getting the you know coming up with, yes, I want to keep it engaging, but I also want it to be kind of in certain points of it. I want it to be kind of a solemn, momentless kind of,
Right.
reflecting. It kind of gets you thinking, and it kind of keeps you, it keeps your attention.
Right.
And so keeping those jokes, having people laugh and almost falling out of the chair laughing. I mean,
Yeah.
that's really great too. But when you can get to
Yeah.
those points where you kind of tone it down just a little bit to
Hmm.
where you connect with somebody, you help somebody with what they're going through. You may have, I mean, I'm say born again believer, Jesus Christ, and I'll shout it, forever. I will put that into the show. Me and you have talked about that too,
Yep.
Um,
Yep.
I've taken some biblical aspects and placed it in, even in a regular show. I used to didn't do that, but now if God gave me this gift, I know He did. I got to share Him with it, people
Yep.
too, and you're the same way. So
Yeah.
doing that, keep getting those shows, being able to connect with people, but also being able to help people.
Hmm.
And I feel like sometimes laughter is the best medicine. Everybody knows
That's
that
right.
laughter is the best medicine, and that's what I want to do. I think it was P.T. Barnum that said, the noblest art is that of making others happy. Don't
Right.
matter. He was an entertainer, but it doesn't matter. Entertainer, anything that you do in life is making others happy. Making other people smile, edifying, lifting somebody up, and that's what I want my shows to be like. And
Right.
that's how I
Right.
develop those.
And I'll mention this to the viewers, and I'll try to keep it short. But this year we did our show at Act for Actos, and we actually just done it just a few weeks ago, and it was really kind of, I guess you could say, the first time that I really sat and watched you perform. Your whole set. I
Yeah,
sat there and watched you do little pieces by pieces, but normally I'm having to change a lot. But this year I kind of kept the costumes a little more easier, to change. So I was able to sit and watch. And I started noticing things that was different. And him and I had this conversation a couple of weeks ago about the script, the storyline, about adding the biblical stuff. And I could feel the difference, even though I couldn't see the audience, but I could feel the difference hitting me coming from you. And even I could feel like something was hitting the audience, like whatever you done that night, somebody in that audience needed to hear it, and that's the reason why you done it. um and long story short, July the 20th, which was that last, well, not this Sunday, yesterday was Sunday, but the week prior, um, we did a gospel concert, my group and I was talking about, we were singing a song, I Can't Even Walk, which I think you and I talked about
yeah,
that too.
yeah.
And I didn't told you this yet, but I'll tell you here live for the world to hear. Before we started singing that song, I thought of you. You're what come to my mind, and I told your little story about the script and how it touched you and you crying, and then you doing it on stage. I told your whole story, and I remember when I had that conversation, and I said this shows you to the church. I said this shows you that what we do, our business, what we do, ventriloquism, singing, tribute, whatever, you can still touch people and use the Lord
Absolutely.
through what we do. And I said, and you also know that, you sit there and think sometimes when you're in this business that you're singing certain stuff and you're doing things and you're like, sometimes you're like, I don't know if I quite feel like I'm doing it for the right reason. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah,
And you remember that I can't even walk without him holding my hand,
absolutely.
and then I went into your story. So you were kind of a semi of a testimony at that church. I was just thinking of you the entire time, but I'm glad you brought that up.
Man,
But
yeah,
um it was a great performance, and it was very touching. I will say that. It was awesome.
yeah. And that song is so good. And I've told you the story, and I'm sure several people, well, people around here know the lady and that wrote the song, well, her and her husband, they wrote the song "Can't Even Walk Without You Holding My Hand." They're actually from this area, so
Right.
they said that they were in a. Miss Joyce, she's 80 something. Her husband's gone. He passed away several years ago, and she wrote the song, and she said they were driving. They wanted to do something to impact the world, and that song has been played in over 150 countries in the world. And so
Yeah.
I know 100% that they did it,
Yeah.
and I got to
Yeah.
actually hear her. It was like a week or so before me and you were at the
Yeah. Yeah.
same auditorium. We were
Auditorium.
that she had performed it there, so that was awesome. But yeah, well, can't
That,
go
that
without
is,
God. It's
that's
awesome.
right, brother. That's right. So you were talking about your first ever puppet while ago.
Yeah.
What? So when you got your first puppet, you only had one at the time. I'm assuming, right? Just the one.
What's that?
Um, you only had the one puppet at the time. Your first one. You didn't
Yeah.
have any other ones when you did your first show, or it was just the one?
I actually had two when I did my very first show. So
Okay. What was it like performing for your first time?
nervous. I don't know. Honestly, I'll be honest with you. My mom and dad, I don't know if they're watching now. They may be, but if they are, comment something, mom.
Yeah.
Anyways,
Yeah.
uh, so with the very first show I ever did was at a wedding reception or rehearsal dinner. That's what it was. It was a wedding rehearsal. I was 9, 10 years old, and it was for someone that my mom knew, and they got me to perform. I had two puppets. I had about 10 minutes, and I got up there. Let me tell you, my mom sat with me. I'm talking weeks working on that little 10-minute show. And I tell you, it was awesome. I was so nervous. I didn't know what to do. See, uh, back then I was not like right now. I'll talk to anybody. I don't mind, as
Right.
y'all can tell. I don't mind talking. But back then I was shy.
Yeah.
I did not want to do it. But this right here is what brought me out of that. Now I don't ever hush. So, but that first show, man, it was awesome. I mean, it was so funny. People loved it. Back then, I feel like everybody thought it was cute. Everybody's like, it's really cute. What you're doing, and I mean, I mastered. Trying not to move my lips while I talk and
Yeah.
everything.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
still don't do good at that. I'm sorry, Grandpa. I do it better. I'm sorry. Anyways, so I was trying to do that. I was trying to sing, and I'm singing just a cappella because we didn't know nothing about getting tracks or nothing like that, and I just sang just a
Yeah.
little portion of the songs, and man, it was it was definitely what you call cute. And then one day, my manager Terry, Mr. Terry passed away a
Yeah.
while back. He said there comes a point in time where it ain't cute no more. You actually got to be good. He said, and
Right.
you're good. He said, but you gotta be good. And I was like, okay.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
but man, that was the first show. That was I remember it. I can remember. I know right where it was at too, and I can still see it in my mind. I mean, man, it was nerve wracking. It
I bet,
was.
man. I bet. So, kind of, if you could think of one off the top of your head, is there any memorable or funny moment that you remember from one of your performances or an interaction with the audience member, something that's going to stick with you forever? What would that be?
Mm. I've had a couple. Man, there's been time. There's been several instances of this. Grandpa Johnny Lee gets all the sugar from all the older ladies. There's been
Yeah, yeah,
times that I've had to go in there. The latex on these characters, or it's easy to mess up. And but like I'd have to go in there and I'd have to wipe lipstick off of his face from women kissing him because he'd get up there. What song did you sing for him? I said, hey, good looking, what you got cooking? That song always gets the ladies. It sure does. So
that's right. That's
things like
right.
that. I mean, I can't really, as of right now, I can't think of anything. Uh, I've had some different, some not, I wouldn't say bad, but I've had some, you know, controversial, you know, things happen a couple times, which is you know, usual. I mean,
Right.
no, you can't make everybody happy. That's one thing I realized.
That's right.
You can't please everybody. So, but
That's
yeah,
right, dude.
those times of the ladies kissing him and everything like that, those are always funny to me.
That's cool, man. That's cool. So for an aspiring ventriloquist out there, that if there might be one watching or watch this in the future, what advice would you give them on getting started to owning their craft? What advice
So,
would you give somebody?
so you can get started on. See, it takes a lot of time. It does. It takes, you know, that's just with anything. Practice is always the best. I was one of those kind of, I never really wanted to practice. I never, you know, it was, I loved it. I loved performing. But when it comes to like actually sitting down and doing, you know, I was like, I don't like doing that. You know, I don't know
Yeah,
why. It's just always been, you know, it's just always, I don't know why I've always been like, I just been stubborn. I've been stubborn with
right,
everything. I mean, playing piano, I never wanted to practice that. Like, if it involves like a lot of time, I'm very ADHD. I'm always going from one thing to the other. If it involves a lot of time of the repetitiveness going on, it's not for me. But
right,
I still do that. I mean, I have to
yeah,
make myself do that. I have to force
right,
myself to do it. But as far as, you know, that practice is good, looking in the mirror, because that's what I did for the longest time, trying to pronounce the alphabet, trying to pronounce it. One of the
right,
hardest things is there's letters in the alphabet that you can't pronounce fully without your lips moving, without them touching. So
right,
you put a little bit of a gap, and this is kind of like a, you know, thing you can do instead of using a, like a, I don't know, there's several letters that are out there that start like a P. You take your tongue and you put it on the roof of your mouth, and instead of saying the letter P, you put a little bit of gap in your mouth and you go P, P, P. So it sounds like T, but you're thinking P, and it goes, you know, or
right,
B, or the letter B, like
right,
basketball,
right,
basketball. And it doesn't sound like, but when you add a voice to it, that's one thing. Me doing it in my own voice, it really doesn't sound as good. But when you
right.
get Grandpa Johnny Lee, you got a little accent to it. It sounds pretty natural to me, I think.
I
Maybe.
think,
I
yeah.
don't know. So that's one of the things. Practicing those letters. There's ones that, I mean,
Yeah,
like the P, the B, M's are very hard. Like anything that, you know, like anything that uses the lip, you know,
right,
to pronounce. That's, you just have to. It took me forever to figure it out. And then one day I was like,
right.
oh, that works.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So,
That's cool, man. Before I got two more questions for you, but
yeah.
before that, I saw somebody make a comment, and I believe your mom's on here too. I believe she's watching. Somebody asked, and they're a friend of mine, because I've sang at their church, and my group sang there last week. We was just talking about their church. So Matthew, this is the Cole I was talking about when I was talking about on when I was up there singing. This is the guy I was talking about. And yes, he does go to churches and do events. So bring him on down to my neck of the woods. This church is like 5 minutes from my house. So bring him on down. I'd definitely be there if I'm at home. So I know Cole would love to come. You'd like to go to the church? Yeah, sure. Why not? I think your mom's taking care of it. Oh man. All right. So enough of that. I'm gonna get back to this other question here. If I can get back to where I was. Okay. All right. So how many puppets? Oh, you can't hear me? Uh-oh. I don't know. Can everybody else still hear me? Hold on a second. Let me try something. Can you hear me now? Yes, no, maybe. It's technology, ladies and gentlemen. This is a live show, okay? We're not faking none of this, okay? Maybe sign out and come back in. Hold on. He's writing me. He's writing me. Hold on. All right. Okay. Taylor can still hear me. Okay. Hold on. I'm going to send him a message and tell him to sign out. Hold with us, folks. We'll be back in a second. Hold on. Don't leave us. Don't leave us yet. Let me do the texting. Hold on. I'm gonna let him sign out and rejoin and see what happens. We'll see what happens. All right. He's gonna come back. Just hold on. I got 2 more questions for him. So he's hung on this long. I gotta finish. But yeah, to those comments, yes, he does go to churches. Yes, he does. No, he can't hear me, so he's coming back. He's gonna come back. So y'all hold on a minute. So everybody else says they can hear me. Okay, cool. All right, he's gonna sign back in, and then we'll bring him back. Let's check a few of these comments while we got a minute. See who else is tuning in. Let's see. We got Jenny. We got Bill, Scott, and we got Cole's mom. Cole's mom is watching. Pam Woodall, how are you? It's good to see you. Thank you so much for tuning in. Who else we got tuning? So everybody's commenting. Taylor said he could hear me on his end, so everybody else can still hear me too. Okay, maybe it's a connection on his end, Wi-Fi or something. So I don't know. We'll get him back in a minute. Hopefully we'll get him back. While we wait, though, I will say this again for the new viewers that are tuning in. Please make sure you like, comment, and share this video all across social media because we want everybody to see this. We want the show to grow. If you're watching on Facebook, go and give me a follow and a like. I'd really appreciate that. Also, follow and like me on Instagram. And if you're watching on YouTube and you haven't subscribed or you have YouTube or something like that, go and follow me on YouTube as well. And go to AustinIrbyEntertainment.com to find out everything you need to know about Austin Irby and what's going on with all the festivals and all the shows and everything that we have going on. So please do that. So let's check a few more comments. Yes, you need to get him there. You need to get him there. That's like right in my back door. I definitely go. So, oh my Lord. Well, look, while we wait, I'm going to try to get Cole situated. I'm going to talk to him and see if I can get him situated. We'll do a short commercial break and then we'll come back and hopefully Cole will be. Oh, wait a minute. He may be back. Hold on. Let's try. Are you with me? Can you hear me? He can't hear me. Uh-oh. We can't hear you either. Might be a way to unmute. I don't know. Something might be muted because he's got Wi-Fi. Hold on. I'm going to try something on my end. Let's see. No. Maybe try your phone. Maybe your phone. Maybe that'll work. He's on an iPad right now. Hold on. We're going to try to get him back. Hold on. Yeah. Oh, wait, we're trying to ride at the. Oh, wait a minute. He may come back. It may work. I see it buffering. I don't know what's going on. Never had this happen before. We'll try. If we don't get him here in a second, I'll let him keep trying, and then we'll move on with the show and then get him back on or something. We'll see what's going on here. Hold a minute. Let's try this.
All right.
Ha! Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Boom! Ha! He's back.
Yeah, on my phone, so I don't know what in the world was going on. Hey, Grandpa. Yeah, I took a little nap while y'all are trying to figure out all the gadgets. Okay, all right, Grandpa. We just, I didn't have all those things back when I was growing up. No, you sure didn't. Not back in the days of Noah. Anyways, where were we?
Where were we? No, you're good, bro. You're good. It's technology. We get it.
No, I took you out of the suitcase earlier.
So my question was for you before we lost connection was how many puppets total do you have right now?
1, 2, 3. The ones I'm looking at, I've got 1, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah. I'm gonna say around between 10 to 15. I don't use all of them.
just because there's, several that are just, I haven't developed characters for, but I want to say around the 10, probably closer to the 10 mark.
Wow.
On
Wow. And
yeah.
and they all, for everybody watching, they all have their own style. They all have their own voice and their own, I mean, it changes every time. It's crazy. It's cool though. It's cool though, but it's crazy, man.
Oh yeah. Hey, I'll
It's
tell
cool.
you asked earlier about something that happened funny. So I have a Louis Armstrong character. You've seen Sherman. Everybody knows Sherman.
Yep.
That's my
Yep.
show. And I've had a bit where Grandpa Johnny Lee will be, there, and Sherman. They'll be at the same time.
Right.
And Sherman's voice is not what Grandpa Johnny Lee's voice is. They're two different. So it'll kind of look weird sometimes when Grandpa Johnny Lee starts talking like Sherman does, like this, and yeah, that's not your voice. No, it sure isn't. But yeah, so that's a funny thing. But yeah, I think I've got about 8 or 10, somewhere around there.
That's cool.
That range.
That's cool. So somebody made a comment. I'm gonna throw this out there, but yes, it did make me laugh. So when we did the show a few weeks ago, I always bring Cole out with me to do some Elvis stuff with me without the puppets, and he comes out and gets a mic and sings, and I took my jumpsuit belt off, and then when I turned around, this kid had it on. So he was wearing some Elvis bling.
That's heavy too, dude.
I know.
I
know, bro.
It was heavy. Yeah,
it is heavy.
I'm gonna have to get me one and add it to my collection.
You're gonna have to, bro. You're gonna have to. So look, I got one more question for you. So what does the future hold for Cole Tucker and your puppet companions? What does the future hold? Are there any new projects, performing, or anything particular you're putting together you're excited about, or what's the future for you and your friends?
So I'm coming up with couple scripts, a couple new, some new stuff with the same characters but newer.
Right.
You just saw like a sneak peek of kind of what I'm coming up with the other night, and just different things, because no two shows I've ever performed have ever been the exact same words, nothing, everything. I mean, when I think of it, it just pops out like that, so coming up with some new scripts. I've got several churches around my church. For one, we're doing a show at Stockton Baptist Church on the August 24th there at the church, and then I've got a couple other churches that are kind of that I'm going to be doing some shows at here soon in the future, I hope. So that'll be good. Other than that, I mean, I'm just rolling right along, married now. You're about to know what that's like. Yep. Married, my wife, she's just no words for her, I mean, she's just great. She's awesome. She supports this. She's, because the things that I do, almost a lot of my time is spent in, funeral service, the funeral industry. I know a good funeral director is going to take care of me. Yeah, you do, Grandpa. But I soon, though, I'm going to live to be 200 like Noah did and all the rest of them. Yeah, okay. But a lot of that, in the funeral business is it's a big part of my life. So it takes up a lot of my time. But I still enjoy it. I still enjoy, performing. I still enjoy doing shows. And I'm going to continue to do shows, as long as God, allows me to be able to do that. I'm still going to do it. We're still going to have the show that me and you do every year. I know it's going, I don't know when it's going, we'll always have it there, as long as that.
Right.
But I'm looking forward to the future, trying to see what God wants for me to do. I've ventured into a lot of different things. Funeral business is one thing. This is another thing. Also a little bit of preaching. I'm learning. Our pastor is awesome. Stockton Baptist Church, Brother Trent. He's awesome. he shows us how to, what it looks like to preach, what it looks like. I actually taught like my first Sunday school lesson yesterday. So just different things like that, whatever doors God opens for me, that's what I'm going to do,
That's right, brother.
So y'all don't have to worry about that. I'll always have Grandpa Johnny Lee is going to live forever, I guess. He's already lived this long, so get that.
That's awesome, dude.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Grandpa. I didn't mean
to. I think Grandpa's still trying to figure out all this technology.
Yeah, I think I am. That's that dude that did Elvis. Yeah, it is. You didn't know that?
I have a beard now. I did.
He was real tall in person. Yeah, I know he was. He was.
Oh my Lord,
man!
Look,
he got on glasses. Yeah, Grandpa. We don't have to talk about that. Okay. I can't see. Okay, I can't see it all anyway, so it's all right.
Oh my Lord. Bro, look, man, I'm so excited that I got you on the show. And right there on the screen, I've been putting it every so often. Follow him on Facebook, Cole Tucker Ventriloquist. I know he'd appreciate that a lot. Give him a follow. I would love for you to go do that for him. I know he'd appreciate it. But this guy, he's a talent. He's not only that, he's a good person, and he's a godly person. And that's one reason why him and I are very good friends. But, dude, I'm so glad you came on the show. But listen, viewers, everybody's watching. He might be going to leave the screen, but he's going to come back a little later because we got some more stuff for him to do. So it's going to be fun later on in the show. So, Cole, thank you, and we'll get you back on it just a little bit.
I'm going to go take a nap, okay?
Good All right, go take a nap. It's good to see you, too.
All right.
All right, see you in a bit, man. All right, everybody. Cole Tucker, put some hearts on the screen for him, man. Man, he's a great, great young man. And amazing talent, man. He's amazing. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to take a short commercial break, and then when we come back, we're getting another good friend of mine that I love dearly, another godly guy that him and I have been friends for a long time, my good friend Taylor Vaden, and we're going to get to know more about him and chat with him. And then after Taylor, then we're going to get both these guys on here, and we're going to have some fun. I'm just going to put it that way. So you do not want to change that channel. Do not leave What's Up with Austin because it's going to get better as the night goes on. I will see y'all back here in less than 30 seconds right after this commercial break.
That was really nice.
Yeah, it was.
All right, everybody, we are back. I told y'all that would be quick, but this next guest, I'm excited to have him on the show. He was supposed to be on the show a long time ago, and he told me the other day, he's like, bro, he's like, I owe you one. I can't say no this time. I got to do it. And I'm glad he did. So, ladies and gentlemen, let's get him on the screen. We gotta have him some intro music too. We got to throw the music back out there, ladies and gentlemen. Without further ado, let's get him on the screen, Mr. Taylor Vaden.
What's
happening, dude? What's up?
I like the music.
Thank you.
Thought it was ZZ Top at first.
No, it's whatever. I don't know who it is. Oh my Lord, man, how you been? You doing all right?
Good, man. Thanks for having me on.
Absolutely.
Finally made one. So
you finally made one. Oh my Lord. So dude, let's get into this. So it's wonderful to have you on the show. I guess this is the only way to put it. You wear many hats. Let's just put it this way. You wear many hats. I mean, you're an independent Christian artist. You're a singer-songwriter. You're a worship leader. You're a dad, a husband, an Elvis tribute artist. Man, this and there's no telling else. I'm probably missing some things, but how do you balance all these different things with your musical career too? I mean, I know it's got to be hard.
Yeah, I mean, through different seasons of life, yeah, it has been. But like Cole was saying, God leads you, and he makes it work. I've been very blessed and fortunate to do a lot of different things, and I mean, I'm a local music guy here in North Carolina, and I've been doing it. I don't know if you call it professionally, but I started doing gigs right out of high school in 2006, so 20 years next year. And I don't know, I just have to keep it entertaining for myself, and have to keep the Elvis thing I've been doing since I was 6 years old, really. So almost 30 years. And so, I mean, that's always stuck with me. But all the other stuff that I do, the country shows, the oldies shows, I just have to keep it fresh for me doing it this long on a local level, and
Right.
which has been fun. But my passion is ministry, and God showed me that I could have that across all the things that I do, whether if I'm singing country music or if I'm singing oldies or Elvis or whatever. Like, it's all a ministry. It all kind of comes together. And so yeah, I mean, to your point, balancing it, there's seasons where it's like I'll be doing an Elvis show, and the next week I got to do classic country, and you know how that is. I mean,
I know how it is.
Flip the switch. So
yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy, dude.
Yeah.
I know it's you got to flip that switch, and it's crazy. But you were talking about ministry and everything, and all that stuff that you do, man. Let's talk about your original music, especially your Christian music. My favorite one is He Broke My Chains. That's every time Taylor and I are somewhere, I make him sing it. And I know God has a lot to do with this, but I know there might be a few other things. But what inspires your songwriting, and what message do you hope to convey to your listeners through your songs?
Well, songwriting for me, and you can ask my wife Leanne. It comes in waves for me, and to be honest, I mean, I've got melodies on the guitar that I've had for 5+ years that I haven't written anything for,
Right.
lyrically. But I mean, I guess the last original project I put out was New Season, which was 2019, which is crazy. But writing, like I said, it comes in waves for me, and the inspiration comes from different seasons in life. But that last project that I did, New Season, came from I was going through a job change. So my regular 9-to-5 job, I went through a time of not having any regular work, and I just did music and ministry for about eight months in between jobs, and that's when I wrote New Season. I wrote the whole EP during that time, about 5 songs, and just based off of experiences that I went through. At that time, Leanne and I had been married just a couple of years, and I was going through a pretty big job change and didn't know where God was going to lead me next. And I just wrote a handful of songs specifically on that season of life. So I guess just sharing, like, one big thing I've really been sharing at churches lately, and in Revelation it talks about we overcome by the blood of the Lamb and the word of our testimony. So God's already done the first part of that through Jesus, shed his blood on the cross. And then the second part of that is the word of our testimony. We got to tell people what God's done for us. We got to share that with people. So music's my way of doing that. I'm not the best speaker in the world, but if I've got a guitar in my hand, I feel a little bit more comfortable. So I can at least sing a song that relates to what I'm going through or what I've been through, and touches somebody else. So
that's right. That's right. So what have been some of the biggest challenges and even triumphs that you've experienced navigating the music industry on your own?
How do I say this without it being, I don't want it to sound negative.
You can say anything on this show, brother. I promise.
I don't want it to sound negative, but growing up, I was the Elvis kid. Like in school, I was the Elvis guy. I did Elvis for show and tell. I did it for talent shows, and that just stuck with me. And you know how it is, you get picked on for a while, and Once I got into high school, I put all that like on the back burner, and I got into sports and played basketball and thought I was going to go to the NBA and all this stuff. and and I started listening to Elvis again, but I didn't tell anybody, And so my senior year, all my buddies were like, "You need to do Elvis for the talent show again." I'm like, "There's no way." Like, I hadn't done that since third grade. I'm not pulling that back out in front of everybody and take a chance on getting picked on again. So, but I did my senior talent show, and then, like I said earlier, after that, I just started doing gigs. I got booked for a car show at a local park here that my uncle got me involved with, and I booked a birthday party off of that, and one thing led to another, and started doing shows. But the challenge, one of the biggest challenges, was kind of like getting away from the Elvis stuff long enough to show people that like I do my own thing, like your other shows that you do, I'm the Elvis guy, but wait, there's more. It's like I created Taylor too, like to be myself and like to put out my music and to sing other stuff. There's more to it, just like yourself. So that was a big hurdle for a while, and there's been seasons for me where I did put the Elvis thing on the back burner for a while just to focus more on my stuff or a new show that I was putting together or whatever. But I had somebody that you and I both love tell me one time, this has stuck with me, Jason Crabb. So Jason Crabb told me, this has been years ago, I was talking to him about this same thing. Like I told him, like, man, I want to do my own thing, and everybody just loves the Elvis stuff, and I feel like I can't get away from it. He said, well, you don't have to get away from it. God's using that too. Like mix it all together. Like that's part of what got you into music. And so you can't discredit. I mean, I've never have, but I can't discredit the Elvis part of my journey, because if it hadn't been for the Love Off from Hawaii record that I put on at 6 years old, I don't know that I'd be sitting here talking about music with you, because I don't know that I'd have got into music in the first place. Right. So, that kind of stuck with me when he told me that. And so I've kind of just let it happen. Like whatever God wants to do with it, like Cole was saying with his stuff, you just kind of go with the flow. And there might be months that I don't do an Elvis show, and then that might be months that that's all I do, So, and that's what makes it interesting and fun, because God is a God of unexpected things, and so it makes it fun.
I we're very similar on this, because growing up and even when I first started, it was just all Elvis. That's all I did. And when I was in school, people would call me Sideburns. The normal thing, right? And then you had some friends that thought, man, this is the coolest thing in the world. I wish I could do what you do. I'm flipping burgers at Burger King and you're traveling the world, at 18, 19 years old, but you also, when stuff like this happens, you lose friends, you gain some better ones. But you never lose God. He's always with you every step of the way, and he pulls you through whatever you got going on. And that's something that I always reflect on, which I know you do as well. But it is very hard to, you've been doing Elvis for so long, and somebody like me, I do my own thing too. You know it. And, I do country and I have some original music, but it always goes back to, hey, there's that Elvis guy. Here's that Elvis guy. And there's nothing wrong with that. I mean, I don't want nobody to take that the wrong way, because I'm like you. If it wasn't for Elvis, I wouldn't be where I am and wouldn't be here talking to you right now, because that's how me and you met, how me and Cole met. So it's the scenario. But, when God gives you a talent, to be able to share it as Austin or as Taylor, not Austin as Elvis or something, you want to try to do that as much as you can. But exactly what you said, what Jason told you, he's doing it through the Elvis too. He definitely is, for sure. That's a very good way to put that. I've never thought of it that way, but that is a good way to put it. Yeah.
He can use it all.
So, that's right, brother. That's right. So on the other side, while we're on this topic, on the other side of the spectrum here, we're talking about Elvis. You've paid tribute to Elvis for a long time. You know, what really sparked, I know you said about the record, but what really sparked your interest in performing as Elvis? And in your opinion, what do you enjoy most about keeping his legacy alive?
Yeah, so my grandpa had a stack of records at my grandparents' house when I was a kid. And
Right.
my mom had a record player that she had left there from when she lived there growing up. And the stack of records that was left was like Statler Brothers and Billy Craddock and the Oak Ridge Boys and George Jones. And there was a couple Elvis records in the stack, and one of them was Aloha from Hawaii. And I remember in the afternoons when my grandpa would pick me up from school, we'd go back to their house, and you know, we played with Legos, we played with wrestling figures and race cars, and we'd put that record player on. And one day we put Aloha from Hawaii on, and it was like, you know, that click, that instant, like, who is this guy?
Right.
Like, I want to know what this guy's about. And so it was just from there on out, it was okay. Like, I want to watch the movies. I want to sing the songs. I want the gold jacket and the talent show.
Yeah.
And, you know, I was in second grade when I did my first talent show. And actually, a funny story. So I did Elvis for show and tell before the talent show, and nobody knew about this but me and my grandpa. So the other record that was in that stack was Elvis in Hollywood, and it had the song "Girls, Girls, Girls" on it from the movie.
Right.
And I wanted to do that for show and tell one day in my second grade class, and so my grandpa dropped me off at school one day. I went in. My teacher knew about it. I did Girls, Girls, Girls in front of the whole class. And later that afternoon, my second grade teacher calls the house and wants to talk to my mom. And so she didn't know anything about this. And she just wanted to tell my mom that she really enjoyed my Elvis song for show and tell today.
Yeah.
And mom had no clue. And so, like, me and my grandpa filled her in, like, yeah, I sang Elvis song and show and tell, and then Hound Dog in the second grade talent show. But and it just kind of kept going from there. I mean, I did birthday parties, and you know, you get asked to do family reunions, and anywhere you could be for a little 6-7-year-old and sing a few Elvis songs. People loved it. But yeah, I mean, now, you know, fast forward, and when I really started doing the shows and making it really a tribute show, I mean, that's what I tell people all the time. It's strictly a tribute for me. Like, I've never went over the top to like go all out with the looks. I mean, unless, you know, competitions and stuff, you have to do a little bit more for that. But around here at home, it's just always been kind of more Taylor sings Elvis music, and tell people I've had sideburns since I was 6 years old, and that's about it. But I mean, it's different around here. Like, the shows are different than when you go to a festival or a competition, you know, because everybody that's there, it's all Elvis fans. When I'm doing shows here, the crowds might not all be Elvis fans, so there's always these new people that I'm in front of that I have to really watch how I do my shows, because I'm influencing a new fan. Or if I would do something that turns them off to Elvis the first time they hear an Elvis song, that I would feel terrible, you know. So, but yeah, I mean, that's what it's about for me, is just having fun and making sure it stays strictly a tribute to what he stood for. And I bring a lot of his, like, testimony into it. You know, Elvis had a heck of a testimony. I mean, we know he wasn't perfect and all that, but like, he had a foundation in God, and I believe he had that relationship that took him to where he was on the level that he was. And so, and you and I've heard it, like, if he would have lived longer, a lot of his friends thinks that he would have become an evangelist. And so I kind of like, I'll mention that sometimes at my shows to encourage people that, you got to stay on track. You got to stay focused on what God wants, because there could be so much more for you than just what you're doing now. So
that's right. That's true. That is so true. So talking about Elvis tribute, how do you approach preparing for your Elvis tribute performance? And is there, which I already know probably the answer to this, but is there a particular era or aspect of his career that you enjoy embodying the most?
So it might throw you a little bit, because you've only really known me as doing the 50 stuff, right?
Yeah, and the early stuff. That's it.
Yeah. So when I first started doing shows in 2006, when I did the talent show, I wore a white fringe suit, and I did Poke Salad for the talent show.
Okay.
And so I was a 70s guy. Like, I was eat up with the 70s. That's all I ever listened to. Like, once I did second grade talent show, a Hound Dog, after that, it was all 70s. Like, I wanted the jumpsuits. And so the whole switch to the 50s part was actually when I started talking to Leanne, and that was in 2014. And she was telling me about the competitions, because what's funny is I knew a lot of you guys before I ever met y'all, because I was the guy watching on YouTube all the time. I knew Sean Clutch when he won the first year. Like, I'd been watching him. Like, Ryan Pelton, all these guys. Like,
yeah,
one of the legends at Myrtle Beach, and seeing them growing up, And so, I mean, Lou Vuitto was the first Elvis tribute artist that I'd seen. Back when I was 7, 8 years old. And so I just was eat up with the 70s. And so when Leanne and I started talking, she's like, "You really need to do a competition." I'm like, nah, it's not for me. Like, I'm not on that level. I never saw myself like on that level. And she's like, "Well, I think you should do the 50s. Like, I've never really done the 50s,
Yeah.
I don't even know where to start. And so she's a huge 50s Elvis fan.
Right.
So I'm like, well, if I'm really going to win her over, then I need to start doing the 50s. So I'd say it was probably 50-50. Like, I wanted to, and 50s that Leanne wanted me to. And so that's why I put Memphis Thunder together, And but yeah, that's really how the whole 50s thing started. And our first festival and competition we went to was Myrtle Beach in 2015. Is where I met you and Cody. And I mean, she had been going to the festivals for a while, and you knew all the guys that I had been watching on YouTube all these years.
Yeah.
So it's kind of surreal, like, to meet them all in person and meet y'all. And you and Cody Danath were the first two guys I remember talking to. And he was actually in the non-pro competition with me in 2015. And I finished second to him. And it's funny because that was my first competition, and I told Leanne, like, I want to sing some 70s stuff. And the only nice, like, I've got several jumpsuits, but like, I had just recently, in the past couple years, when that competition happened, I had just bought one of Ryan Pelton's Aloha suits, jumpsuits.
Okay. Yeah.
So that was Ryan's. I had to have it like hemmed up like 2 or 3 inches, but
he is
so tall. Yeah. And it's funny because I think the finals round, I put on that jumpsuit, and I did "Can't Stop Loving You" and "How Great Thou Art." Yeah. But here I was out there looking like a 50s guy in a jumpsuit, and I can't remember what Cody did. Cody probably did something like Unchained Melody or something, probably, and went out there and just, tore it up. And but yeah, I mean, that's kind of how it all started. And then I realized, I really started focusing on like the 50s Elvis voice, because it's totally, it's a totally different voice. And so now I don't do much of the 70s stuff anymore. I mean, I do a lot of the 60s and the gospel and different things, but now everybody wants me to put on the jumpsuit again. So
wow.
Yeah.
It changes through time, because it's like, for me, when I first started doing it, I remembered Elvis basically from the jumpsuit era, you know, and the movies. I wasn't really thinking about the 50s because when I first started doing it, which I tell a story all the time at my shows, I would do Elvis jumpsuit for the second half, and I do the Temptations for the part.
Yeah.
All by myself, you know,
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
you know, you and I have a relation to that, you know.
Yeah.
I love the Temptations. And then as time went on, I was like, well, there's 50s Elvis, there's 68 where he done the leather, and there's this and there's that. And then everybody kept telling me, do the early stuff, do the early stuff. I'm like, okay, well, fine, we'll do it. And then now, right now, jumpsuit's all I want to do.
Yeah.
You know, I love the high energy stuff. It's fun, but as time changes, your voice changes. You know,
yeah. Oh yeah.
And I can't hit that nasal stuff no more. I just can't.
Yeah.
It's hard.
It's
So,
totally
so
different.
I like the 60s and 70s, you know.
Mhm.
That's like my comfort zone right now.
Yeah.
But it changes too. So I know what you mean. So if you go back to 70s, it wouldn't shock me because, you know, it can happen.
I'll have to get a wig.
Yeah, may
Brown
have to.
hair. Brown hair ain't cutting it no more. But and that's what's funny. Like if you look at old pictures of me doing the 70s stuff out of high school, I had brown curly hair. But around here, you know, everybody like appreciated it because I wasn't like taking it to that level, but I still like
Correct.
in my mind took it to that level. You know what I mean? And like made it what I wanted it to be as far as a tribute. But when that first couple of competitions, I was like, yeah, I'm gonna stay in this non-pro division stuff. These guys are the real deal, you know.
No, I know what you mean. I went through all that too. And when I well, really, to be honest, I really didn't decide to take that next step. I was told I needed to. I don't remember the story why, but I did. And I'm like, I'm standing there, especially like my first time I qualified for the ultimate. I was 18 years old. I didn't know what I was doing there. I had 50s hair, but jumpsuit sideburns, 70 sideburns. And I'm standing there with guys like Adam Fitzpatrick and Ted Torres and guys that I've looked up to, Kevin Mills. And I'm like, why am I here? Why am I here? How did I even get here? You know?
Yeah.
And it's like, so I know what you mean. You know, it's crazy. But you know, looking across all your like musical endeavors, like everything you do, you know, being a musician, playing guitar, your original music, Elvis, you know, what do you believe? I feel like I might know your answer to this, but what do you believe is the common thread or the underlying passion that drives everything that you do together?
Wow, that's deep, Austin.
I'm sorry.
No, that's good. That's good. It makes you think. I mean, I think overall for me it's just my love of music in general. You and I love all different kinds of styles of music and genres, and it's definitely a passion for both of us. I mean, like I said, I work a regular job, but like my passion's in music and ministry, and so just seeing how God uses all parts of it, you know, because I mean, I've been doing Elvis shows and country shows, and I've seen God work in those just as much as I am playing a church somewhere, you know, and singing and ministering at a church on a Sunday morning or Sunday evening. So that's what kind of fuels it, because it's exciting to know that that He'll use both stages, both platforms. Like, it can be in a church, or it can be in a theater, or it can be playing at a restaurant with just me and my guitar, that you might sing a certain song. And one thing I thought about several years ago is back when I've been doing it for 2 or 3 years, and I just kind of felt like God was really pulling me to focus more on ministry based, you know, performances, and really tap into that more. It's kind of like Him saying, you know, you got a perfect opportunity to talk to people every time you step up to a microphone, you know. And I've tried to always keep that in mind and not waste any opportunity, whether it's a church with 20 people in it or a theater with 200 people in it. You know, every opportunity we have at a microphone, if we don't use it for the right reason, it can be taken away. You know, like it can get out from under you, and next thing you know, you're not playing much anymore, and you lose that grip and that passion of what you're really called to do. So I think like I said earlier, the unexpected part of it, of not knowing what God might do at this show or whatever, is what kind of fuels it all.
Yeah,
Makes it exciting.
I agree. Here's another hard question, and this reflects on Elvis. But if you could talk to Elvis one final time, what would be the question that you would ask him?
Oh, geez. Did you come up with these questions?
Yes, I did.
Good stuff. I mean, I think the one that everybody would ask is kind of generic. You know, why didn't you do what you wanted to do? Like, why didn't you get out from under everybody and just do what you wanted to do? But I mean, I guess outside of that, like, I mean, it's kind of generic too. Would you have done something different when it came to, like, I guess going back to the very beginning, to the 50s, would you have done something different when it came to your management? And like, if you had it, and it kind of goes with the same question, I guess, but if you had to do over, would you have taken that same road?
Right.
Because I think if he hadn't have gotten with the Colonel, I still think he would have made it in some shape or form. I mean,
yeah,
because God had a plan.
Right.
I just wondered if it would have went a different route, you know?
Right.
So it's kind of the same question in a different form, I guess.
Right. So, final question here. Here's an easy one, okay? What can fans look forward to in the coming months, whether it's new music, performances, maybe something unexpected that nobody knows about? I know you're doing your farewell tour with Memphis Thunder and stuff for the, you got some more stuff for the remainder of this year, but what's some stuff that's happening?
We're coming to Elvis Week for you Elvis fans. This will be our first time coming to Elvis Week when's the last time we were there? 2018. So It's been a while. And Paisley, our little 3-year-old, gets to experience it for the first time. So that'll be fun.
Nice.
Yeah. We're excited. It's and I told you this a couple of years ago in Wilkesboro at that festival, that when Elvis Week comes around now, and we've been there a few times, like, we miss it. Like last year, we bought the online pass to watch what we could because we just missed being around everybody that, at that time of year, this time of year. So,
right.
So we're looking forward to that. But like music wise, I mean, Memphis Thunder, it's our 10th anniversary, and that's just something that I felt like, whether it's a God thing or not, I felt like that we should just kind of go out with a bang. And will we ever play again together? Maybe, maybe not. But this is something I felt like I should do. And I'll still be doing Elvis shows. That's the first thing everybody wanted to know. Like, everybody thought I was just going to quit doing Elvis shows, Right. And I'm not. I think it'll open up something different for me in the whole Elvis world, to do something I've never done before, maybe, or put together other projects with that. But main thing is that I'm really, really going to dive into writing again. Like, I did write one earlier this year that was kind of specific for my church, and it's kind of a worship song, but I hope to record it at some point. But like I mentioned earlier, I got melodies on my phone that are just sitting there and waiting for words, and so I just need to take time to focus on that and
Right.
You know how time is. I mean, it just gets
Yeah, I
away
know.
from me. And in order to do that, I've got to kind of fizzle some things out so I can get more tracked on that one aspect of it and writing again, because it does come in waves. So got to make sure I'm ready when the next wave comes.
Right. I understand. Well, bro, look, it's been a pleasure having you on here, and I know everybody's thoroughly enjoyed it. Go follow him on Facebook. It's right there, Taylor Vaden Music, taylorvaden.com. Check all that out and follow him with the Elvis journey, his own journey as Taylor with the Christian music. He's got a lot of amazing songs. Go check them out. You can probably find them on all the platforms, right? All your original music.
Yeah, I appreciate it. Yeah.
So go and check all that out and follow him. And bro, look, I'm glad I got you on here, and I know Cole's still listening, but I'm gonna say it while you're on here. But I've been doing this show for a long time, but I think this may be my best episode. I feel as far as conversations. I really do. It's been good, and I'm glad we're able, because the thing is like, I know you very, very well. I know Cole very well, and I know our backgrounds, and being able to get on here and talk about what God's done for us and how he's blessed all three of us, and be able to have a opportunity to spread that across social media. You can never, do no wrong when it comes to that. That's a good thing that we're doing. So, that's why I say this is probably my favorite episode for that reason.
Yeah, absolutely. I agree. I'm honored to be a part of it. So,
well, thank you. Well, look, Taylor's not going anywhere. We're going to take him off the screen, but he's coming back in a little bit because we got something fun we're going to talk about. So hang tight, and I'll get you back on in just a few.
Sounds good. Thank y'all.
All right. Give it up for Taylor Vaden. Put some hearts on the screen for him. Likes. Same for Cole Tucker. I know this has been a lot of fun tonight. I've enjoyed talking about it. I've actually learned a few things that I didn't know about them, but most of it I already did know because I've known them both for a long time. But I know everybody's really, really loving the show. I've been checking the comments every so often. So thank you guys so much for all of that. I really appreciate it. So here's what we're going to do. All right. Y'all been hanging with me this long. Y'all got to continue to hang and go call your friends right now, because we're going to take a short commercial break. And when we come back, everybody, when I came back doing this a couple months ago, I think it was, I can't remember when we done the first episode back, we had Jacob Roman and we had Arnold Davidson on here with us. And we did something totally different. I wanted to do something totally out of the box. And we did an online scavenger hunt live right here on the What's Up with Austin show. And I thought, man, everybody loved it so much. And this was kind of a thrown together show. So I was like, let's redo the online scavenger hunt with these two guys. So we're going to do it again tonight. So don't change that channel. Call your friends, send them a message on Facebook Messenger, send them a DM, let them know, hey, Austin Irby, Taylor Vaden, and Cole Tucker's about to do an online scavenger hunt live on Facebook and YouTube on the What's Up with Austin show. So make sure you tell them to come on and let's do an online scavenger hunt. This is going to be fun. This is going to be a lot of fun. So don't change the channel. We're going to take a short commercial break, and we'll be back in just a flash.
Hello, everybody. I'm Don Jonathan, and crap. Hello, everybody. I'm Don Jonathan, and consider yourself lucky to have landed on this YouTube page. This is my YouTube channel. This is my YouTube channel trailer. So feel free to smash like and ring my bell so that you get any notification of any video uploads that I do. I'm going to stream on here, and I'm mostly going to do horror gaming, but there are vlogs and videos of me doing covers of other songs and such. So yeah. Until next time, everybody have a good one. Bye.
Well, I think Don Jonathan broke into our broadcast and put in a plug. I don't know what just happened. That wasn't planned. I think he done that last episode too. Oh well. Don Tronathon, everybody. Don Tronathon. Oh, if y'all don't know who that is, that's Mr. Donnie Mosley. That is my fiance Cassie's brother, and he has a character named Don Tronathon, and there he was, and he's hilarious and a lot of fun. So go find if you ever see what was I gonna say? If you ever see Don Tronathon karaoke or Don Tronathon jukebox bingo in your area, you better go check it out because it's a lot of fun. I mean, we have a good time with that. Go follow him on YouTube, Don Tronathon. I know he'd appreciate it very much. All right, everybody, y'all hung in with us. We're gonna do this. We're gonna do this online scavenger hunt. I'm excited. Are y'all ready for this? Because I am. I'm ready for this online scavenger hunt. Well, if we're gonna do it, we're gonna do it right. We gotta have the theme song. Yeah, it's time for the online scavenger hunt with Taylor Vaden and Cole Tucker. So we're gonna get them both on the screen right now, and there they are. I like this music. I don't want to cut it off, but it's kind of cool. Okay, anyway. Well, guys, are y'all are you ready to do this?
I don't know.
I don't know. You know, if I
Oh,
gotta
my
run
Lord.
my dog, you're probably gonna hear him. I'm probably gonna trip and fall. So
Oh, don't trip and Paul. Please don't. Now look, what's up with Austin? Don't have no insurance. So if you get hurt, you're on your own accord.
better go.
Oh my Lord. All right, let's jump into this. So, ladies and gentlemen, here are the instructions for the online scavenger hunt. Okay, we're going to throw the picture back up there. So, here are the instructions. These two fellows right here on the screen will be given a list of things to find, and they will need to locate them as quickly as possible and show them to you guys live right here on their camera. Okay. They will have five seconds to find the item. Okay, they will reveal that item one at a time, but we're gonna take we're gonna do it in turns. We're not gonna give. They don't have a list. I have the list. Okay, so they go take turns revealing what the items are, and they're gonna present it to the camera, and then I'm gonna be the judge. And if it's what I'm describing, then that person gets the point. If it's not, then they don't get a point. The score is optional. We did keep score last time and it ended up in a tie, so I don't know what we'll do. But we're going to do this. And last time we did this with Jacob Roman and Arnold Davidson. I made a mistake and I had all the viewers, I don't know if you want to use the word complain. But I put a timer on the screen and they couldn't see Jacob or Arnold go hunt for their item. And all they saw was the timer. So we're not going to do the timer this time. I'm going to count it down myself. Okay. All right, boys. Here's your only rules you got to follow. You cannot move from your chair until I say go, and you have to be back by the time I get to 0. Does that sound simple enough?
Yeah, I follow.
I guess.
I don't think they're ready.
Not really.
Taylor, what are you looking for? What are you looking for?
I don't know. I'm making sure I know where everything's at. Although
All right.
you probably won't call anything that I have around here.
Okay. All right. I'm not going to go into both. Are you ready? Both of you ready?
Yeah.
My dog's
All right. Here we go. Oh, don't let him trip you. Don't let him trip you. All right. Here we go. Here's item number 1. Do not move till I say go. Find something the color of a banana. Go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Man, that's awesome. They come back right on time. Look at that. I think Cole revealed first, though, I think. So if we're keeping score, I have to give him the point.
Okay,
I don't know.
I thought we had to hold them. So we got to bring them back. Like, we got to show them when we come back, right? Okay.
Yeah. Just reveal it right there.
Technicality
Okay.
right there. Okay. I deserve a point, but okay.
I think y'all both deserve a point. Yeah, I think that was the first one.
I was
the best
hesitant.
one,
I wasn't sure. Cole beat me though.
I'm pretty. Cassidy's still watching, so she normally keeps score score for me. So, honey, I believe they both should get a score. I think. Yeah. All right. That she agrees. She commented, yeah. So everybody gets a score. All right. So now you got the feel of what's going on. Taylor Breed. That's okay. We're gonna get through it. All right.
Yeah. You know what? It's you remember back during COVID and everybody like would have like the Zoom meetings or whatever, and it was like everybody would just be wearing like their suit up top and then underwear or whatever on. So I'm glad I didn't do that.
I can't get up.
Grandpa
Oh
John
my God.
put me on that. So
Oh
yeah.
my Lord. All right. Here we go. Number 2. Find something that lights up. Go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Like it ain't in the screen. I got it though. Like it's right here. It's not in the
I
screen.
see it. I see
Hold
it.
on.
I see it. I see it.
It's right here.
It lights up a little.
It does light up a little bit. All
I
right.
just almost destroyed my desk. Like,
Oh my God. Look, don't break anything now. Oh my gosh. There's another one. All right. I think Taylor probably gets the score on that one. That's just my
that was
set.
close.
The score. No. Hold on. Wait.
Huh?
What did you bring, Taylor?
Cassidy says Cole gets the point. Yeah. First, he just couldn't put it in the screen.
I had that's the only thing I had, and my wife brought me this, and I was like, oh, okay.
All right.
Oh, he's got help.
Hey.
No, the wife can't help. No. The wife can't help.
Well, this came in.
My
after.
wife's sitting here too, but she's not helping.
This is
All right. Hey, listen. It is my show.
It's a mouse.
Taylor's got to get the point. I think Taylor's getting the point.
Because this really is just a mouse, and there's really I
It
don't know.
does light
It's
up.
got-
though.
It's got a light
Does
on
have
it.
a light in
Yes.
it.
Yes.
It don't even do it when you
Yes.
do it. That's the problem.
Oh, I gotta get my desk back in order, guys. Hold on. All right.
Oh, I saw you have the light, but you could. It was plugged up. I guess you couldn't pull it.
I
no
mean, I
further.
guess I could have grabbed this one.
Hey, you could have.
I snatched my light bulb out of my ceiling fan, but I didn't have enough time.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
That would have been
Okay.
hilarious, and the whole room goes dark.
Oh gosh. All right, Taylor.
Yeah,
Taylor
our
gets the point.
phones. Our phones light up too. Like,
Well, I got my.
I'm so nervous. I can't even think straight.
Oh my God. Okay.
Nervous and competitive.
Here we go. Here we go. All right. Here's the next one. Show us your favorite mug. Go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I hear a bunch of crashes.
Woo!
Got a truck on it with a pumpkin.
I got a question. Who was the one that crashed? I heard a bunch of crashing.
I don't know.
Oh my gosh. Oh, I don't even know. Oh my God, this is too funny. Oh my
Hey,
Lord.
just in time for fall, y'all.
I like.
I
like
just
both
grabbed
those
one.
mugs.
I haven't drank out of this in like 2 years.
I have.
Oh,
I don't break out
but
a mug.
it's your favorite mug.
Yes.
You ain't drank out of it in 2 years.
Well,
Well,
I'm not answering that. Do I lose a point if I say it's not my favorite mug?
Uh-huh.
I don't even like.
Okay. All right, Taylor
I don't even
wins
drink
that.
coffee.
You don't drink coffee?
Cold quick, like it doesn't
Who
do
don't?
it.
Who don't drink coffee?
Cool.
No, I do drink coffee.
Oh, never mind.
Oh,
Not
okay.
a mug. It's cold.
All right,
He's got a
everybody's
fall
commenting
mug.
that
Cole said
That
it's
Taylor-
a fall mug. It's July. That don't count.
everybody's saying that Taylor gets the point. Taylor gets the point. Oh my
whole
God, this is chicken.
Anyways,
All right, are you ready? Here we go.
whew, I'm sweating.
Look, this one is easy. All right.
I hope.
Yeah.
Find an item that represents your job. Go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Taylor was back first. Man,
Well-
he's like running.
Well,
All right, describe what do you got there, Cole? Describe what you got.
Well, my job, my funeral business. This is a scholarship.
Cole wins.
Whenever I was at
This is a scholarship I won whenever I was in mortuary school. It's for from the Academy of Graduate Embalmers of Georgia, and I don't know. I guess it best represents, because that's what I
It
do.
does.
So
It does. It
It re-
does. It does.
it represents my normal job. So
There you go. There you go.
Technically,
That was good.
technically, Cole wins. Technically, Cole wins because I mean, my job would. I mean, it's not. I just grab the guitar. It's not really what I do for a living. Cole, like, yeah.
well,
Okay. Taylor's giving Cole the point. Taylor's giving Cole the point.
I
Okay.
should have grabbed I do marketing. I don't know what I could have grabbed. I mean, there's my degree back here.
you should just grab that. I mean, I won a scholarship. I mean, that's pretty neat.
Oh my lord.
Oh,
All right, here we go. Here's a good one. Bring to the screen the strangest object within arm's reach of where you are. Go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
What are we doing?
Grandpa's the strangest object?
Yeah,
Oh my god.
closest to me.
Oh my god. What is that you got? It's the Statue of Liberty, but
somebody brought this back from New York for me.
Oh, that's
oh,
a souvenir.
I got.
oh my
I mean,
god.
I got Boston. Somebody brought that back.
There you go. There you go.
Oh, well, I mean, this would have been bad. This is not strange, but there's Jesus.
I got you. Yeah.
Like the Jesuses that they have, or is that like a?
It was an action figure, Jesus.
Oh, okay. Have you seen the little
Cole.
Jesus?
Yeah, I've
Yeah.
got one of those too.
Those things are neat.
All right. Cole wins. Grandpa was in the frame first.
Hey, I won something.
Grandpa won.
Grandpa won.
Can I get that?
All right. All right. Are we ready for the next one?
Maybe.
I got stuff
All
everywhere
right.
still.
Here we go.
All
Here we go. All right. Hold on. Here we go.
Woo.
Find find something that makes you laugh. Go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I don't really know. I ain't got nothing. He wins.
Oh my gosh. Oh Lord. Taylor got the
wait.
point. Wait.
Hold on.
That's the minion on a surf. Oh my god. Oh my gosh. That's
I
so
love
funny.
minions.
All right, Taylor got the point.
I didn't really do much. Don't really have nothing.
All right, here we go.
You should have got Grandpa again.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. That would have worked. That would have worked. All right, here we go. Show us your favorite snack. Go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Oh, he just threw something on screen. He got pretzels and Nutella.
All right,
That's
hold
real
on. Everybody, hold on a minute. I know for a fact that what he's got in his hand, that Nutella and them things, those are his favorite snack for sure.
Yeah.
I know that for a fact.
Yeah.
The guy got me on these things. These things are awesome.
I ain't got
All right,
I ain't
Cole,
got no
Cole,
food.
we're gonna tell Taylor, we're gonna tell the world. Tell him about your Nutella addiction.
It's terrible. So this is my third jar in within like 3 or 4 weeks, maybe.
That ain't bad. That's a jar a week.
Yeah.
Jar a week.
Jar a week.
Yeah.
My wife, yeah, she's
That's all right.
fell after these.
I
And
have
jar,
a question.
A jar a week of Nutella is a whole lot better than a pack of cigarettes a day.
That's right. That's so true.
you got it
That
right.
is true.
And a lot less expensive.
And it tastes.
I got a question.
Two of these jars that stands for $11. So I mean, It's not bad.
That ain't bad. No. Taylor, I got a question about the drink. Let me see the drink.
What is that?
Olipop root beer.
I've never had one of those before.
Is it good?
Oh yeah, Olipop. They're
better for you.
it's a healthy soda, prebiotic,
Okay.
botanicals, plant fiber.
You wouldn't think.
You wouldn't even know it though. Like it tastes like root beer.
It ain't
And
I've always wanted to try one, but I never have.
they
have
make
to try
all
one.
different flavors: apple, peach, watermelon.
Well, peach sounds good.
Peach is really good. I had to go get one before the show. I told Leanne, I said, I got to run to the store. I got to have one of these before Austin's show.
All right, here's the next one. You ready?
Uh,
Locate something that you have had for more than 10 years. Go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Oh
There
man.
goes Sherman.
hey, everybody.
Look, he got the Louis Armstrong puppet.
Oh.
What you doing?
Harold Sherman. What's up, Sherman?
Hey, brother. How you doing?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm doing okay. So an old man,
Is that
10 years, a long time, especially in dog years. Yep.
Oh my gosh.
You win.
All right. You've had the guitar more than 10 years.
Yeah, this is the first guitar I ever bought.
Oh, that's
Wow. That's awesome.
Well, the first electric. Yeah, first electric. When I was
I'll tell you what,
7th grade, maybe 12, 13 years old.
that's a beautiful color. I'll tell you that.
Thank you.
that's
Wow.
truck. One time, my very first truck was that same color, that blue, kind of that. I don't know what kind of blue that is, but it looks about the same.
What kind of truck was it? Toyota?
Dodge Ram 1500.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it didn't last too long.
Okay. All right. Cassidy's done told me she's keeping score, so I'm not even mentioning it anymore.
Who's
She's
winning?
just going to do it. I'm going to trust her judgment.
Grandpa
Who's
went,
winning?
I have no idea.
Oh, I need to know. I need an update.
All right. Who's winning? Somebody put it. Somebody put in the comment. Taylor needs to know who's winning.
Grandpa Johnny Lee.
Grandpa Johnny. Yeah. Oh my Lord. Well, the comments delay on this thing, so when it comes in,
She's
maybe after
tallying
this
them
one.
up.
Cole
Cole's
is winning.
But
Cole is winning.
how many points do I need?
What's the 5 to 4?
Oh, that's close. How many more we got here?
4.
Oh, okay. We're still good. Yeah.
Okay.
I love you, but I'm coming for you.
You coming for me?
Yeah.
Hey, that's all
All
right.
right, here we go. Here's the next one. Show us your go-to sunglasses. Go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Reveal.
Good call.
Somebody likes Minions.
Yeah.
I think Cole got lost. Where's he
I
at?
thought I had my sunglasses. Oh, that's cool. I had my sunglasses. Those are the Minion ones. No.
Oh, my Lord.
Aren't those the Minion?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That's neat. Yeah, I don't know where my sunglasses are at. Anyway.
Mine are downstairs.
right.
I was not going to make it.
All right. I don't know if she's going to give a point or what she's going to do, but I'll let her decide. We're going to move on to the next one. All right. Here we go. I may give you a little longer time on this one because I don't know if anybody has this in their possession. Show us. Well, I don't know because Taylor might have an advantage right here. Maybe I shouldn't do this one.
What's that?
Because all right, here we go. Because I think it's behind him. Here we go. I'm gonna say it anyway. Show us a school diploma. Go. 5,
There you go.
4, 3, 2, 1.
It's somewhere in my closet in here, but I don't know where. I can't remember.
I thought yours was hanging behind you.
But that's
Oh
cool.
my gosh. All right. Taylor gets that point. All right. Here's another one. Are we ready? We got 2 left, guys. 2 left. What's the score? Taylor needs an update.
Should be 5-5.
Should be, yeah.
Okay.
Right.
5-5. So
Tied.
it's tied up. We're tied up. 5-5. All right. Here we go.
Okay, boy.
We got 2 left. Show us a cuddly toy. Go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Shh, don't move. Don't move. Oh, you just press.
He's like, don't move. I don't know where that goes. I don't know. I'm clueless. They were both back at the same time, but I don't know. Do you consider those a cuddly? I mean, you can cuddle a dog.
Yeah, he loves to cuddle.
Hey, Zelma. Oh my gosh. This is
That's what
too
you get
good.
when there's a 3-year-old around.
There you go. There you go. Oh my gosh. Y'all, I don't know. These comments I'm seeing, these people are having a blast. They are dying laughing.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. We got the last one. Are you ready?
All right.
Whew.
Here we go. Show us a music CD. Go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Nope. He got it. I ain't got one.
Plug an advertisement.
This is my latest project from way back when, 6 years ago. New season.
I remember when it came out. Oh my Lord. I think that was the last one, but I think that was fun. That was fun.
That was,
What do you
that
guys
was.
think?
I'm
yeah.
definitely sweating.
All right.
Run it back.
winner-
Run it back.
He's definitely sweating.
Taylor wins.
All right. He got
I'll take it, but it was pretty close. I think I won by maybe half a point.
Listen, I think with the effort and the enthusiasm you both put in it, I think you both deserve to say you're winners.
Yeah.
and the sweat.
Now, that was really good. That was really good. Oh my gosh. So
So what's the winner get though?
Nothing.
Free pass to the fan retreat that I'm
I
already
wish.
coming to.
Hey, you're already coming to.
I'll give you some pretzel.
That sounds good with
Well-
Nutella. I hadn't had Nutella in a long time.
Hey, they got
Me
peanut
neither.
butter in them. They're
Hmm.
cut from Walmart. They got peanut butter in them, and then you dip with the
I
chocolate.
got some of those.
Awesome.
Mm.
We ain't
All
got
right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, this is what we're going to do. We're going to take a commercial break, and I want everybody that's watching to comment any questions that you have for these two boys, whether it is individual questions or question together. Start commenting those now, and we will put those on the screen as soon as we get back from this commercial break. Boys, don't go nowhere. We'll be back in just a few minutes. Don't change the channel. We'll be back with What's Up with Austin in just a flash.
Austin Irby, a name synonymous with electrifying entertainment. This multi-talented artist is renowned worldwide for his captivating tribute to the king of rock and roll, Elvis Presley. A three-time semifinalist in the Ultimate Elvis Tribute Artist competition and named one of the top 10 Elvis tribute artists in the world by Elvis Presley Enterprises, Austin has honed his craft to perfection. His dedication and passion are undeniable. But Austin's talents extend far beyond his Elvis treatment. From soulful ballads to high-energy rock and roll, his original music and diverse repertoire will keep you entertained. Experience the magic of live music with Austin Irby. Whether you're an Elvis enthusiast or simply a lover of great entertainment, you won't want to miss this unforgettable show.
Sitting on a block of stone, well, we're in a corner weeping all alone. One city party, Pino Square. Can't find a party, use the word and tell.
Go, go, go! Lay it on me, Daddy-O.
Well, everybody in the wholesale line was in the church tail lights right. When we dancing through the tail lights right. Yeah, we dancing through the tail lights right. We dancing through the tail lights and we're dancing. And then we move to the tail lights right. Thank you very much.
All right. We are back with What's Up with Austin. All right. Let's see if we got any questions. I already saw something popping up. All right. Here we go. Scroll back up to the top. All right. All right. Here we go. This is from Bill. And he says, what is your favorite Elvis gospel song? Taylor, you want to go first?
Sure. Probably You'll Never Walk Alone.
Okay. Cole, I know you have a favorite Elvis gospel song. What's yours?
The one he said, but I also like How Great Thou Art too.
Yep.
Them
All
two.
right. Next question for both of you from my lovely fiance. Where have you always wanted to travel to? Taylor?
I don't know. I say Hawaii.
Okay. Cole?
Well, I'm gonna say probably somewhere over in Europe. I don't know.
Okay.
Any of those like that.
All right.
Somewhere out of the
Well,
country.
this one isn't a question, but I'm throwing it up here. This is my good friend Matthew, who works and is in with Jones Chapel Church, and this is where Ever Presence has sang, and they would like to get y'all's info to come and do your thing there. So I will, with y'all's consent, I'll give it to him. Is that all right?
Yeah, absolutely. Appreciate
right.
it.
Matthew,
Let's
I'll
do it
let Taylor
together.
answer
Let's
this
do
one.
something together.
Where can you do it together? I know it'd be fun, wouldn't it? Where can we buy the CD New Season?
Well, the online store is not up right now. You can listen to it digitally, but book me down there and you can buy it there.
There you go.
There you go.
I'll tell you what, Matthew. Just hire all three of us to do a concert.
That would be fun.
And we'll do it. 5 minutes. It's 5 minutes out my back door. Literally. That would be a lot of fun. That would be cool. All right. Let's see. What do we got next? There's so many popping up here. I'm losing some of them. Here's one. What is your favorite place to go? Taylor?
Probably Mount Airy, North Carolina, which is like 40 minutes from my house. Mayberry, the real Mayberry. So, I mean, there's other places like travel to, but that's my only end spot. Like, that's where we went on our first date. That's where I proposed. Like, it's, just takes you back in time.
Right. All right. Cole?
Well, favorite places to go. So coming up with fall, like, I mean, I got several places I like to go, but fall time, there's a place in Alabama where my wife's from, and it's the pumpkin patch. We go there every year. We got engaged there. We love just, going out there, and, yeah, it's still hot. It feels like summertime, but you got pumpkins. So, I mean, it's nice. We love it.
There you go. There you go. All right. There's one more question that was thrown on here. This is the last one. I'm going to throw it up here. This is by Victoria. If you could go serve God anywhere, where would it be and why? Taylor, you got an answer?
Let's see. Gosh, that's tough. Kind of. I guess it kind of answers the question. I've always wanted to do more prison ministry work. I've never done a lot of prison ministry. I did one when I was actually on a mission trip out of the country in Northern Ireland and England. I went over and sang in a prison there. But like, I've always wanted to do more of that around here. But the cliche answer is wherever God leads. But yeah, maybe He'll open that door one day.
Yep. All right, Cole.
I could go serve God, man. That's tough. Sister Victoria goes to our church at Stockton, so she threw a tough one on her, and I don't expect nothing less. If I could go anywhere, like you said, I mean, really, anywhere God wants me to go. But that's a tough. I really don't know. I'd go. I mean, I would go. It'd probably be to a place where, I least expect to be. I really don't know. That's a tough one for me. Okay. But I go anywhere He wants me to serve. If He told me to go, to Canada and just go serve up there, go do something, or go to Alaska, I know several preachers that's gone up there and served, and I mean, you just got to go where He tells you. So
right, that's right. That's right. Well, look, I got one final question for both of you, and then we're going to call it a night. And Cole, I'm going to start with you on this one. The only way to describe it is this world it's in a crazy mess, and it seems to me that every day it only continues to get worse. And there's a lot of people out there that say there is no God. They don't believe in that. They don't believe in a Bible. And listen, folks, we're not on here to preach to you. We're not here to preach at you, but it's something that all three of us have a common relationship in, and it is where our heart is. So my question to both of you is, what is something inspiring with everything that's going on in the world? And somebody could be on here tonight that has a financial problem or a sickness or something. What is something that you could tell them tonight to leave them in high hopes and moving forward? Cole, I'll start with you.
I can tell you this. The only way that you'll ever be truly happy in this world, the way it is being in the will of God for your life. Searching and trying to find it. I'm still trying to find it for my life, honestly. I don't know if I'm in it right now, but every morning, I wake up and I come in here and I open God's word, and I'm searching every single morning. I'm looking, and I just want to follow Him. So no matter what's going on, no matter what's, happening in your life, all the heartaches, all the troubles, pain, things like that, God's there for you. He's here with us. The Bible says He's omnipresent. I mean, He is everywhere all at the same time, and He's with you. And if you know God, if you're saved, if you're born again believer, then you've got the Holy Spirit that indwells in you, and He's right there with you. all the time. Just follow the Lord for everything you do, and everything give praise and honor to Him. You know, Romans 8:28 says, "We know that all things work together for good to those called according to His purpose," and that's true. All things, not just good things, not just bad things, but all things work together for good. So no matter what you're going through, God's going to be right there with you.
That's right. Taylor?
I mean, I'll echo that. I mean, Cole pretty much nailed it. You know, one thing I would add is that we've all been given talents and gifts.
Yeah.
You know, ours tonight are that we've talked about. You see on stage and you hear us, and it's kind of more of in a spotlight, but that doesn't make it any different than what He's given somebody else that might just be called to talk to people or to teach, or, you know, to sweep floors. I mean, it doesn't matter. Like, we've all been called to do something in ministry. And so if you're watching and you don't have a relationship with God, then that would be, I would, like Cole said, I would encourage you to search and seek out God's will, because it is real. I mean, we could sit here and talk about that all rest of the night, what God's done in our lives to show us how real He is. But there's one chapter in the Bible that I really cling to a lot nowadays, and it's Psalm 91. And if you've never read it, read that over your life, and get that in your heart, because it sums up the whole love of God to me in one chapter. It talks about His salvation, talks about His protection, talks about His peace. But yeah, I mean, like Cole said, I mean, no matter what we're going through, He's always with us. And there's so many seasons I can look back on, the older I get, that I realize He was right there, no matter how far we get off track. And, you know, we get off track sometimes, and then there's other times where we fall completely off the wagon. And I've been there, and I've been in that season recently where it just feels like I'm distant, but I know that I can always pick up His word, or I can pray, you know, and He can get me right back to where I need to be. But it's up to us to let Him work. You know, it's up to us to give in and let God do what He wants to do. It's just as easy as we let the world do it to us. It's real easy to go out here and do what the world says and let the world influence us. But it's just as easy to let God influence us too. And it just takes effort. Faith without works is dead. So you got to use a little work and use a little elbow grease sometimes, and put the work into it. But He's a good God. And one more thing I'll share is that if you've ever watched Bob Ross paint, all right, I've been thinking about this a lot lately, and I shared it at a church recently. If you've ever watched Bob Ross paint, he never made a mistake while he was on TV. I never seen him make a mistake. And if he did, he always turned it into a happy tree. Well, God's never made a mistake with us. He doesn't see us as this canvas where He messes up and just rips the page off and starts over. He can make something out of our mess. So if you're going through a mess and you've messed some stuff up, He'll turn it into something. So keep hanging with Him, and don't give up on God, because He don't give up on us.
That's right. Well said, both of you. Well said. Well, look, I've already said this one time, and I'm gonna say it again, but this has probably been my best episode of that I've ever done. And for about years, 21, 2022, I did a lot of episodes, and then I stopped for a little while and started back. But this is probably my best one, and it's mainly for the reason what we just talked about right then is the reason why. And I really appreciate both of y'all taking the time out of your busy schedules to come on here and hang with me for a little bit and have a little laugh with the scavenger hunt and be able to share our testimony and what we do in life and what God does for us. So I really appreciate y'all. Y'all are friends for life. I love you both dearly. And I look forward to seeing you both really, really soon. So before I let them go, one more time, go follow Cole right there, Cole Tucker, ventriloquist, and also follow Taylor Vaden Music, and check out all their stuff, their website and everything. Boys, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. I'll let y'all go, and I'll see y'all. Bye, Grandpa. I'll see y'all soon.
Have a good night.
Thank y'all. Appreciate it.
All right, y'all take care. All right, everybody, put some hearts and likes on the screen for both of those guys. Those two guys they're friends for life, and they're one of a kind friends. Let's just put it that way, because they live the right way. And like I always say in any gospel singing I do, I walk by faith, I talk by faith, and I live by faith. And both of those guys right there do too. And that's why we bond so well. And this is the first time Taylor and Cole's met, and I already see a bond already between them two. So I really appreciate both of them for coming on. Put some hearts and likes on the screen for them. I know they'd appreciate it very, very much. But before I let everybody go, I just want to say a couple of other things really quick. Don't forget that this weekend we're going to be at the Big E Fest in Mount Airy, Georgia. So come check us out there, me and David Lee. Don't forget to send up a prayer for me on August the 7th, as I'll be competing to get the last spot in this year's Ultimate. The only way to put it is I've really worked really hard. So hopefully, it'll happen, but it's God's will. If it don't happen, hey, I'm still a happy camper. But come also see us at Milltown Players in Pelzer, August 21st through the 31st. Really appreciate seeing you there. Also in September, come see the Ultimate Elvis concert. Myself, Cody Darnath, and Alex Mitchell. Also come check us out up in Virginia, Purcellville, if I'm saying that right. I know I'm saying it wrong. For Elvis Alive Rockumentary, myself, Vicky Gauntz, and the Spinouts Tribute Band. Come check us out at the Carolinas Tribute to the King and Legends Festival. Myself, Donnie Mosley, Alex Mitchell, Matt Cordell, and Arnold Davidson, October 30th through November the 2nd. Go to carolinastributefest.com and find out everything that you need to know for the festival. Also, come check us out at the Austin Family Retreat. Taylor Vaden's going to be there, and a bunch of other guys will be there with me as well. All access passes are on sale now. That's March 12th through the 15th, 2026. Also, hotel rooms are available to book. Go to my website, austinirbyentertainment.com. Also, go and follow Cassie and I and subscribe to our YouTube channel, Couples Compass. We do a lot of cool things, travel vlogs, challenges, a whole bunch of stuff. We're just starting out. We don't have many videos on there yet, but slowly and surely we're getting there. So we'd really appreciate that very much. Give us a like on the Austin Irby Entertainer page. Follow on Instagram. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. And visit austinirbyentertainment.com to find out everything that you need to know about me, my tour, everything. Also, I'm going to throw it out there real quick. I meant to do it at the beginning of the show. The rest of you, I know the viewers are signing off, but the 20 that's remaining right now, I'm currently on my online shop on my austinirbyentertainment.com, my website. We have a online sale going on, a summer flash sale. Everything's up to 50% off or above. Some of it is above. But right now, most everything's 50% off. All this merchandise that I have right now, my current t-shirts, CDs, and everything like that, we are selling and trying to get rid of it. So if you don't have any Austin Irby merch, go check that out and get that, because come the end of August, we're going to have all brand new shirts, brand new everything. We got new logos, new everything. So go and do that for me, because I don't want to see this stuff waste. So if you don't have an Austin Irby CD or a t-shirt, go and grab it. We got them all sale really cheap right now. So we'd really, really appreciate it very much. Again, thank y'all so much for coming on. Love to everybody. God bless to everybody. And I know I haven't been posting on social media as much as probably I want to, but just been a lot of life. Life's been going on. So a lot of stuff's been going on and things that need to be taken care of. But God's always in control, and that's what you always got to remember. So I love everybody. God bless y'all. And until we do the next episode, which may be in September, because the rest of all of August, I'm busy. So maybe we'll see you again sometime in September. But keep an eye on all social media. We'll be posting stuff, and I hope to see y'all at the Big E Fest or at Elvis Week here in the next couple of weeks. God bless y'all. I love y'all. And until then, stay safe, and I'll see you soon. Take care.